Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Lukaku. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. DiMarco providing an outlet on that. And a chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. He shifted it to the flank. DiMarco. Oh, that is asking for trouble. So, what can they make of this? Knocks it into space. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Haaland. Good read, needed to be.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
DiMarco. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Bruyne. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Alvarez. Bellingham picks it up out wide. Bellingham. That's tidy. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
France are looking to go forward now. Eder Militao. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is a little undercooked. Not the most convincing of passes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good vision. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back. Nice looking ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A probing pass. And this is Lukaku.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's found a way through. Goes for the header! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
Manchester United grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Alvarez. Oh, he's seen that early. And he shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This their second corner of the game. Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Mbappe! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Now it's DiMarco. DiMarco puts the ball in. Branthwaite is there and he can get that clear. And it's Soboslai. He's in a good position here. Alvarez! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United get them... Mbappe! And again the keeper stands strong. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good run down the left. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Szoboszlai. Manchester United finding their passes. Vinicius Junior. Alvarez. And the shot! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's no flag! Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vinicius Junior. DiMarco. Deep cross. He's got tall. Now, can they get him away? And it's Soboslai. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Alvarez. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He won't be happy with that one. Shoots! And the counter-attack is on for France. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. He is just caressing the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
DiMarco.
Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's a sharp pass. Well read, nice interception. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Alvarez. Oh, that looks a good ball through, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Chance, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Manchester United have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Bellingham plays... Up he goes! Goal! Manchester United! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He shifted it to the flank. Back in once more. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Manchester United are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And he's managed to get free. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! Great reaction. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's DiMarco. Mbappe tries to play it through. Now it's Alvarez. That's a good ball. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their...
Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Szoboszlai now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Alvarez. Some resolute defending there. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. That pass has been well intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Palmer. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Palmer. Now it's Tonali. He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. João Palhinha. Szoboszlai! João Palhinha. And here's Lewandowski. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we hit half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
DiMarco. That's a lovely, neat pass. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Tries from distance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Now it's Szoboszlai. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's shifting through the gears here. Turns and goes back. Ah, such a clever touch. Szoboszlai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking for the run. He's having a shot! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Shapes to shoot! And he's missed it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And it's Szoboszlai. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
There's the shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Mbappe really has the confidence.
Face to face with the keeper. Konate. Szoboszlai does really well there. He is strong. Tonali. And he cuts out the supply. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of...
Takes a shot! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now, certain...
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Climbs up big! They want to be quick to recover this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
France have the chance to go the other way. Alvarez. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line. So this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Turns and goes back. Mbappe. Lukaku. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
Chance, surely! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, it would...
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Mbappe might just make this. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, well measured. Face to face. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. There will be a throw-in. Gravenberg. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Looking for the run. And a chance! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that has been clubbed away. DiMarco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Lukaku looking understandably energised after his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Goes for a shot! Goal, France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham. Mbappe. DiMarco. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped.
Shoots! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And now he has two. France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Played out wide. DiMarco. And that's been... And we hit half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline.
Haaland! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lukaku. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Grafenberg. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Son Heung-min. Could move up a gear here. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Alvarez. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Alvarez. Lukaku. For Szoboszlai. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good ball. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe is on... Mbappe! And he hits the net! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Alvarez. Lukaku. He's in a great chance! He can get that clear.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
This has become one superb game of football. Decent chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Bellingham, and here's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And now the breakaway. And it's Lukaku. And here's Alvarez. Played out towards the right wing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tonali. Lovely feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Lukaku absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Alvarez. And that pass just didn't quite work. Branthwaite goes on a run down the left wing. Tries to play it through. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Tonali. France have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe! And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Magnificent from Alvarez! And that has raised the roof! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Manchester United complete their comeback and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Manchester United lead.